Good morning, everybody, and welcome to kdmoonchild's world. I'm Katie, and this is Saturday Solutions. Been a busy week for me, and I don't even know particularly why. Well, I do. Had a couple of long live streams. What a good time, which reminds me, while I'm here talking about live streams, thank you very much. Benny Loco / Desert Urbexer, and my dear friend PD Connects. You two, oh my goodness, what fun we had for multiple hours. Like, by the time I got through talking just Benny and I, PD had already given up and went to bed. It was over 3 hours. And it went by so fast. The only thing that made me have to stop was my stomach was about to eat my back. I was hungry. So thank you, ladies. You were wonderful. And for everybody who was there to witness it live, we laughed and had a great time. And I love to see you all. So thank you very much. Now, this is a non-political reading today. What I do here, if you are new, is it's definitely for entertainment purposes only. It is a non-political reading, although sometimes, since it is about us and our hopes and dreams and goals, and we start from where we are right now. And then we see what our goals are, what the thing we're striving for, to help make this a better world. And then we get a map on how to get from where we are to where we want to be, to get to that goal. And we get a message from Spirit. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm ahead of myself a little. Before that, we get a chakra reading, because in finding out the where we are and how to get to where we want to be, it's usually connected to a chakra that is blocked. Pardon me. And so we find out what that is, how to help heal, fix or repair it, or maybe just recharge it, the chakra, or sometimes it's more than one chakra. Then after that is when we have our message from Spirit, a message from Gaia, the Earth, and at the very end, the Therapets, which is a message from our living creatures, our pets, our wild things, even the mystical wild things like unicorns and stuff. Give us all messages to give us a kick in the butt, to help us think about what we need to think about this weekend, so that during the week we can continue putting one foot in front of the other. So without ado, let's get started. Sorry I talked so much. Let's find out where we are today. And to do that, I am using the Colette Baron Reed deck, the Mystical Shaman. It's an oracle deck. Beautiful deck. The artwork is by, I can't pronounce his last name, so I am not going to try. I'm sorry. I usually am pretty good with Spanish names, but I've tried with this one, so I am not going to butcher his name, because I honor his artwork so much in these cards. Ooh, I see some cards that have fallen down underneath my card stack. We'll fix those here. First, let's find out where we are. Whoa, that card like jumped out. Oh man, here recently we've been getting 2 cards all the time. Not all the time, yeah, for weeks. Gotta get these cards out from underneath it. Oh, I'll get those later. Sorry, but you can see one right there. And we definitely want that in the Gaia deck. So, here we go. First card is the Gatherer. I'm just going to put both cards here. It's the Gatherer. We're getting at the point in our winter time where I would imagine our stores, and I don't mean grocery stores, I mean what we have stored up, is getting kind of used up. Not kind of. It is getting used up. Anyway, I'm sorry I had to go find out what a kitty needed. As you know, I have a couple of pretty good sized kitty cats. Anyway, what I was saying, our storehouses is the word I was looking for. Might be getting kind of light, thin, where we need to buy more or make better use of what we have. And I think that's stressing us out a little. I know it is. But this card has got the answer to us how to help fix that. You know, when you are filled up with fear and you're filled up with doubt, and I know that has been something I fight, you know, about my situation. Financially, you know, hey, we don't really, I mean, everything that's going on, and I'm going to bring politics in for just a minute, everything that is going on politically here in the United States, we definitely, how can you not be feeling insecure about, you know, and unstable about things? I want you all to understand, if you want to get things to progress so that things will be better, you have to figure out how to shut down that fear and that doubt, because we manifest what we focus on. So if you're full of fear, you're focused on fear. So you know what happens? You actually help create that thing you're the most afraid of. It's amazing how that works. If it's something that you cannot control, give it to the universe, powers that be, God, whoever you believe in, and let it go. Don't start worrying and doubting, because when you do that, you take it back. And when you take it back, they can't work on it for you. Because you're saying, no, stop, I can do this better than you're doing. Hello. Hello. This is a 3 card, which is a card of expression and growth and hanging out with like-minded groups of people. People who think like you. People who will support you. And number 1 that I'm going to tell you with this card, you see right here on her forehead? That's a heart, and it's upside down. It's over her 3rd eye. She's thinking with her heart, not her head. She's observing the world with her 3rd eye, as well as her physical eyeballs, to get clarity on what's behind the situation. Where's the ridiculousness coming from, and how do you stop it? How do I spread what I have in my cupboard a little bit farther? Do I add more vegetables to it and make it a 1-pot meal that I can eat off several meals? Instead of trying to make everything this fancy, schmancy, tasty, gourmet thing, maybe it's time to do Grandma's comfort food for a little while. Let's see where we want to be. Oop, I am so sorry. Wiggle that up. Oh, wait a minute. We have one more card. Hello. There's another card back there. Yeah. To pull this forward a little bit. Sorry. I don't know why that's shoved so far back. That's really far. There. Now. Now you can't see this one because it's so dark. Hello. The ghost dance. I'll put this one on. That's better. I hear in this card, besides the fact that it's 22, which is a card of manifestation, stability, and foundations. This card is talking about higher self and creating what you need. This is a manifestation card. It's telling you don't let anything dim your light. Shine it, shine it, shine it so brightly it affects the moon. Get that card at a little better angle here. See in the background? You can't quite clearly see through this spirit. That's your higher self. This is something I've been talking about all week, actually, is the concept of outer space versus inner space. This is something I was shown that I'm still actually really soaking it up. I think I talked about it last week as well. Think about what you consider to be outer space. First I thought, okay, what are you trying to show me here, Spirit? Outer space? Yeah, that's like, comets and planets and all that stuff, right? I'm thinking like, yeah, Star Trek, outer space, Star Wars, yeah, outer space. Spirit said, no. Outer space is everything that is not within you. And that was powerful to me. That means, we have a tendency to think like our stratosphere and all that stuff acts like this protected, we live in this earth bubble, and we're protected because of that, which is true. We are. But even that is filled with outer space, not inner space. So this card is talking about do the ghost dance, because the ghost dance is your higher self. And celebrate that, because that is your inner space. Your heart. What is within you. I'm sorry, that is just too close. I have to move my camera back a little bit. There we go. So that's the second card of where we are. We're trying to do this dance. But can't quite see clear enough to, because of our doubt and fear, to pull it off. Even though we're trying very, very hard. Let's see what our hopes and dreams are. Where do we want to be, please? Okay. We get this card often. We want to be having a feast of plenty. Instead of having to worry about, our stores, our storehouses of supplies are starting to get thin. We can't wait for spring. Things to come back to life and prosperity to develop and bloom. Bring in the honeybees, and they're golden light. There. That's a little bit better, I think. I'm sorry, bear with me. That, and now we can straighten that up a little. There you go. Now, you can see the whole card. Pardon me, I have a frog in my throat this morning. Go figure. Yeah, we're wanting to be in the feast of plenty. We want our choices to be filled with abundance in their consequences. Because every choice you make has consequences. And a lot of us, they accuse us of issues talking about critical thinking. Teaching critical thinking in school. I think that starts at home. Parents need to start teaching their kids when they're little again that you have consequences for every choice you make in life. Doesn't mean you get punished when you make a mistake. When you make a choice that doesn't work for you, it means it's explained to you why that choice didn't work for you. Not too hard with the simple decisions children make. Now, teenagers, well, you won't go there. But this is where we want to be. We want to be in that feast of plenty in the springtime, in the warmth of the sun that's starting to heat up the earth again. And wake up those things that are asleep. How do we get from the space of being concerned about not having enough, not being enough, and not seeing really super clear, being in a state of fog? How do we get past that? Let me move my selenite here. How do we get past that? I am using the enchanted map deck, also by Colette Baron Reed. Okay. Pay attention to your direction. You have an inner compass. You have an inner guide. This is the message that goes with that inner space versus outer space message from Spirit. Use your inner compass. Especially during the times coming up where we're going to have a lot of conflict. We're going to see a lot of conflict. And it's going to be in our face how much we have to change because of the instability that is going on right now. Yes, this has a political slant, but it is also very personal. I don't know about you, but keeping my compass straight on what my purpose is here, and especially what my purpose is here on this channel with YouTube, isn't easy. It isn't easy. There's so much negative energy bombarding that the fluctuations from astrological, celestial events, political events, which are everything is tied together. And to be able to wait it out, write it out, observe it, learn from it while we're waiting, and then be vocal. As you see the swords in that card back behind there, yeah, be ready to fight for what you believe in, because that time is very, very close. And to get to that place of abundance, we have to fight in the best way we can for what we believe in. If you have money to donate to causes that help rather than hurt, do that instead of spending the money on yourself. It's amazing, because you know what comes back? It all comes back to you. And it comes back to you multiple times over. I donated my last $1.99 to a super chat once. On a channel that was doing a fundraiser that I believed in. And I thought, I had about half the month left to go. And I thought, yeah, what are you going to do with $1.99? It was my last $1.99. What are you going to do with that? Nothing. So I could do nothing whether I had that $1.99 or not. So I donated it. It's funny, I'm doing laundry a couple days later, and I'm going through the pockets as you do. There was a $10 bill. Have no idea how I could have forgotten that, because it was on my last $1.99. So yeah, give freely, see what happens. Keep yourself on your compass. Do random acts of kindness, stay grounded. If you need to rest, rest. But stop doubting what's happening. You don't know the details because of the ghost dance that we're in. We're trying really, really hard to see with clarity. Just know the direction you need to put your foot down and when to put it down loudly. That will be shown to us when the time is needed. If you look in the center of this compass, look, see this light right here? It's coming from out around here, and it's going into our center core. You know, this is the zodiac wheel. That's what this is down here as well. Obviously, we definitely have an issue going on with the chakra. So let's take a look at the Kaleidodope deck, Swatches of Chakra by Crystal Banner. By the way, all the links to these decks is going to tell us which chakra is blocked that we need to work on. All of these decks, there will be links in the bottom, in the description box, where you can get them. And I do need to tell you, I am an Amazon affiliate, but that doesn't affect if you buy something by going there through my link. It doesn't affect your purchase price whatsoever. I make a very minuscule commission for sending you, and that's it. And I do mean minuscule. Unless you do something like sign up for Audible or, you know, Kindle Unlimited or whatever. Yeah. Or you buy a big expensive purchase, like a tiny house shell. They have them, by the way. I'm not promoting that you do anything with Amazon. I'm sorry. It's just in case if you want to get it there. It's also good if you want to compare prices. Now, what chakra is blocked, please? That's what chakra do we need to work on? Okay. Oh, second that. I know when I started focusing on the divine and my connectedness through my consciousness, whether it's subconscious or not, things started making more sense. That's when I got the idea to do the vision quest that gave me that little bit of inspiration about inner space and outer space. This is our crown chakra, you guys. When the crown chakra is blocked, divine can't get in. Divine light is trying to protect us. But we're all caught up in the what if game because that's where the media is taking us. Stop listening to them. That's their whole point. They got to make it the most dramatic thing that triggers their audience so that you watch this guy instead of the other guy. Fix them. Don't watch any of them. It's amazing the peace you get back in your life when you turn it off. No, sorry, get off that soapbox. Your crown chakra is the center for enlightenment, spirituality, our consciousness. It's the entrance into our consciousness as well as our subconsciousness. It is our presence. But most of all, it's our connection to the divine. We don't want that blocked. What the hell? You think you can do better? Why is that blocked? We need our divine consciousness. We need the divine energy in this situation. To call it in, we have to must stay connected through our crown chakra to divine consciousness. If you've never done that before, it's about darn time you did it. I'm pretty sure you guys, as a child or as a younger person, you were really involved in church or your religion, you felt something. Kind of made you a little lightheaded, right? Guess what that was? Divine consciousness knocking on your crown chakra. When it's balanced, you're full of gratitude. You're open to the unexplainable. You realize that the word impossible is made up out of I'm possible, basically. You have strong spiritual connection and understanding and living your soul's truth, not somebody else's programming, what you should be, but what you are, what you truly are. You have an awareness of course, the higher source, whatever you choose to call that. And you understand that you can only find your answers by going within your inner space. That will put you in a mode of living in the moment, living in now. Look around you now. What can you fix? And what can you not fix? Decide what you need to fix and put a foot forward and start. That's living in the moment. That's not planning for the future. That's just, hey, I don't like that. Let's change it. Yeah. Goes with the swords in that Feast of Plenty card. When it's out of balance, you're stuck reminiscing and worrying because of in the past. In that cycle, 60, 80 years ago, this and that happened. That's not now. And you have a tendency to be ignorant of the truth. Ignorant in most things. Some people find safety in being ignorant. And it's a fear of death or just a fear of the unknown. And I think in this case, death, once again, does not mean physical, actual, you're afraid you're going to die, which, it does mean that too. But death is change. You're afraid of change. You can't hear the guidance to guide you through and navigating the change. So you're directionless. And you're overly skeptical of the people and their motives. When we've been talking on my live streams about the 4 agreements, one of those 4 agreements is it's not about you. It's if someone snaps at you, it's not about you. You have no idea what their day has been like. You don't know, maybe they got a ticket just before they pulled into the parking lot, and you walked out in front of them, and that was just the thing that set them off. It's not about you. You didn't do anything wrong. It was about them. Their mind is focused on you, and you stepped out, and they didn't see you soon enough. See what I'm saying? It's not about you. It's not always about you. Most often than not, the only time it's truly about you is when you need to fix you. Not somebody has hurt you, or, been rude to you. That's about them, not about you. So let that stuff go. You're directionless. You're overly skeptical. And you're disconnected from your higher self, your true self. So because of that, it creates self-limiting thoughts. Hello. So that little pebble that was sticking out of the ground that you stubbed your toe on, all of a sudden you're worried that it's connected to a giant mountain under the surface. So instead of it being a little obstacle, you focus on it so much that it sprouts into a giant mountain on the surface, not just under the surface. And there you go. You got to climb it or you got to go around it. We create our own obstacles, you guys. So there's your limiting thoughts. So here you go. Easy stones to help with this. Clear quartz crystal, which I have all over the place here. Selenite, this big old chunk. Auralite, 23. And rhodonite. I don't have either one of those. As usual. Hey, today at least I had 2 of the 4. Sometimes there's 5 stones. But anyway, the clear quartz it's probably the easiest stone. Well, I don't know. Selenite is awfully easy, and both of those are very inexpensive. I would not put selenite unless it's really polished or sealed somehow, because it has a tendency to splinter. See how that's the lines? If you're not careful, the edges actually will rub off, and they're little sharp little shards. So this one has, since it broke in half, has been on this table now for so long that it doesn't really shed the shards anymore. But the other half of it over on my altar does. So I have it in a place where it doesn't get moved all the time. But if you're looking for a good stone to carry around in your pocket all the time, just put clear quartz in your pocket. Even if you've got something else going on, the clear quartz is going to help magnify it. So there are affirmations that I want you to tell yourself this week. I am open to divine wisdom. The more you repeat that, the more your crown chakra will open up, and the more you will hear your direction, your purpose on your path, the compass. You'll find your compass. I live in the present moment. Once again, you will find your compass. I am one with the universe. I accept divine guidance in my journey. And most of all, I cherish my spirit, your higher self. There's your rudder. There's where your answers are. That's the inner space. What is our message from Gaia? For that, I'm using And I wonder why I keep having to adjust everything. And I hope if you don't slap it around. To the Earthcraft Oracle deck. What do we need to know, Gaia, please? What can we do to help you, Gaia? What do we need to know? To keep us on our path. And I dropped a bunch on the floor again. Wow, that one went a long ways away. Okay, sorry about that. Let's try that again. What do we need to know, please? Please. Thank you. This card's telling me we need to connect to the trees. You want an indicator of how Gaia feels? We need to connect. I gotta take this card too. We need to connect to the trees. Trees are the perfect indicator of an ecosystem. When you start to see a swath of trees dying, it needs to be figured out. It needs to be studied. Is it a pest, a bug, a bark beetle? Or is it a disease? Or is it the fact that just the soil underneath it no longer has the living microbes that it needs to keep the trees talking to each other and to talk to the other plants? We need to heal the soil. We need to listen to the forest and its tears. It's about to awaken again. New leaves, flowers, baby creatures. We want a healthy planet. And Gaia wants to give that to us. 11 is a sacred number. New beginnings. It is about potential, and it is about opportunity. We have the opportunity and the potential to heal what damage we have done to this planet. It's going to take us some time, but we have got to start soon. We needed to start the day before yesterday. Time, see on our shoulder? That spiral? Not a whole lot of spirals in this card. We have one opportunity to do this. One opportunity, and we still have time. We're about here. See where that widens right in there? We're about here. We've come this far. Not a lot of time left. So the forest is crying. The forest needs us. The forest wants us. Because, you guys, if we don't, this is where we're headed. In the actual sense, in the spiritual sense, and in the climate sense. Can't cry any more tears because change is being forced in upon us in every single timeline. So I said when I looked at the bottom card, I was like, wow, we got to keep that card too. So that, my friends, that's really powerful. Because we're not connected to the divine. We're not connected to the earth either. The two will go hand in hand. Please focus on you and your connection to the divine. Now, I have a new deck. It is the Wisdom of the Oracle, and it is also a Colette Baron Reed deck. I want to see what our message from Spirit is today. It's a brand new deck, so thank you very much, PD Connects. She got it, loved it so much that she decided to send it to me so that we could read together with it. So I love it. It's great. It's a beautiful deck. It's a Colette Baron Reed deck. What do you expect? Yes, I'm a Colette Baron Reed nut. I love her deck. I love her YouTube channel. And you'll find her YouTube channel in my suggested favorite channels on my channel page. She is in there, Raina George, if you want to learn about Lenormand, or Lenormand, depends on how you say it. I don't know how it's correctly pronounced. Anyway, she also has a YouTube channel, Raina George. Beautiful stuff. And her system of learning is a good one. She makes it fun. So if you're wanting to learn Lenormand, I have that. Go to my channel page and look under channels. Okay. What, Spirit, is your message for us today? As we tie up this reading. Gone over an hour. Oops. Okay, we're going to take that one. It kind of goes with the card behind it, that death card. There's a change in the wind. We got another 3. Hang out in the gazebo with like-minded people, because the wind of change is coming. Are you ready? Or are you full of fear because you're afraid of change? Be open. Don't be tied to something's back or someone else's ideas of what is right and wrong. Put your face to that change that is in the wind. Stand firm for what you believe in, and what you believe in from your heart, not from some soundbite or something someone else told you. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much, Spirit, for this reading. It's gone long enough. I do not worry, though, about length, obviously, because there's a message that needs to be said. So I go until I hear it's over. And with this change in the wind card, yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of change. Stand with your face. Look at it firmly, grounded and strong. You got it. Hey, be kind to those who aren't kind to you. Be kind to one another, but most of all, show yourself loving care. Don't be critical of you. And don't listen to those things that make you doubt and be filled with fear. Because change is in the wind. Okay? Besides that, if we don't pay attention to the change that's in the wind, all we're going to be is dust in the wind. That's all we really are anyway. So, I love you. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye now.